That lunch you made for me today was so awful that I had to throw it straight into the trash. I had to eat out once again, which cost me more of my money. Do you think you could try a little harder to be at least decent at cooking for me? Seriously, you are so bad at what you do that it's shocking me.
You threw your lunch away yet again? Well, I'm not cooking for you anymore then. You're just wasting all the ingredients I buy anyway, so you're better off without a lunch from me. I mean, I've had to give up my free time making those lunches, so I think I'll go back to using that time for my job. So from now on, you can continue eating out, please.
Huh? You are really asking your husband to start eating out for lunch now? Are you trying to say you're fine with me gorging myself on burgers and fries every day and growing unhealthy?
Did I just say that? Because what I remember just saying to you was that if you don't like what I make you for lunch, you can handle lunch on your own then. How about you start making your own lunch to bring to work? I mean, I am far more busy than you are with my work, so it only makes sense for you to handle that.
What was that? Are you trying to tell me you hate cooking for me?
I'm the one paying the loan on this house, Phil. And so far, I've been the only one getting any of the chores done around this house. Yet you continue to say I'm bad at what I do, like I'm useless to you. What's that all about, Phil?
You talking back to me like that right there is proof that you're not a good enough wife for me. Normally, a proper wife would never talk back to her husband at all, and would only speak to apologize. This is all proof that you are a terrible woman and a completely helpless wife.
Terrible woman and helpless wife? I like that you'll call me that when you're the worst person on this planet.
I shouldn't gone with a better woman than you back then. You are no use to me and a total waste of my money.
And what exactly about me is so useless to you? Because as far as I'm aware, you can't even clean your own dishes after you're done eating, or do your own laundry when it gets all stinky. If you are really that upset with what I'm making for you, then go ahead and gorge yourself on fast food.
You don't seem to understand how much I provide for you with my income, do you?
What?
I would much rather eat out all the time instead of eat whatever slop you're cooking up. But the only way to make money in this world is by working for it. I'm already just barely making ends meet before the end of the month. So that's why I've had to struggle so long eating the crap you serve me. But today, I think I've had enough.
And if you're going to complain that much about my cooking and complain that much about spending money by going out to eat, why not just make your own food? It's really not that hard, okay?
Enough of that crap from your mouth. You really want me to start getting the divorce papers ready again? You don't seem to be very thankful for all I offer this household. So I'll hand them in to the courthouse and end you. Is that what you want me to do, Mia?
You're going on about divorcing me again? This is like the 5th time now you've threatened me with divorce. I'm the one that's paying for our house every month, yet I still haven't gotten one thank you out of you. And when we have fights like those where you begin to lose, you just pull out the divorce card to make yourself the winner? What a loser you are. I'm the one that wants you to be thankful for what I do for us for once.
I have no reason to thank you. You're a no good wife, and I want you gone.
What? You want me gone? From where? The house that I'm paying the loan off on right now?
That's right. I've already got the divorce papers in my hand right now, and am ready to hand them in.
Ugh. I am so over this. I just can't keep going at all of this with you when you're going to act like a child. Go right ahead and eat out today. You still have the money to do that, right?
I sure will go out and eat, again. I don't even want to come home for dinner today, because I'd have to see your face. I'll leave the paperwork at home for you, so make sure you fill out your half.
When you keep talking to me like I'm nothing more than a waste of time for you, you really put out the flame of whatever love there was left for you. Be careful from now on, Phil.
Why, when I say I have no more money, are you not making me a lunch to bring to work? Are you trying to make it seem as though I have no right to eating lunch?
You complained a ton about the lunches I was making for you before, so I'm not doing it now. You hate what I make for you, right?
I saw you making your own lunch for today, but you made nothing for me to bring in? What the hell is wrong with you, Mia? Are you even my wife anymore when you do things like that?
Ugh. I'm sorry, but I don't think I am your wife anymore. But don't worry, because it's not going to be much longer before my love is completely gone. It was already pretty messed up of you to always threaten me with a divorce when you'd begun to lose the fight we had. I'm the one paying off this house, so a thank you would really help your case out right now.
I could pay for this house if I wanted to. So stop acting like you're some kind of god when you bring that up.
What? I wonder if you really could pay for this house, Phil. I think that'd actually be pretty difficult for you, but...
What are you talking about now? I could pay that loan every month and still have money left over to save up. It's only around $200 a month for this place, right?
Are you certain of that? $200 a month?
Please, you do nothing but work a small-time job and come home to slack off all day, so you barely even have enough for this house. Maybe if you actually did start cooking for me again, I'd be willing to take over for you and pay this house off as well. But I won't be able to do that now because you won't cook for me anymore, and I have to eat out every day. I'm left with no money now because you're such a useless wife, and I think that it's time you really started to understand that.
I see. So if I were to leave the house, you'd be able to handle all of this with your income?
I sure could. I'll go ahead and pull out that divorce paperwork out again if you want. You are a complete waste of my time and a total disgusting woman. That $200 a month isn't anything to me, so forget bragging about that. I'm seriously fed up with you, always talking back to me, so get the hell out of the house.
You'll become homeless, Phil. Is that what you want?
You're the only one that'll be homeless after this is all over.
No, you are the one that'll be without a home if you choose to divorce me.
And I'm the one telling you to get out of the house. You should be able to understand what I'm saying. So, get the hell out of the house right now. I'm taking that divorce paperwork to the courthouse today on my way home.
There's no need to do that now.
And why's that? Are you going to tell me that you finally don't want me to kick you out and divorce you after all? Well, if that's what you want, quit it with all that childish backtalk and start behaving like you are thankful for everything I do for you.
That's not what I meant by that. I already filled out and signed those divorce papers you had last time.
Huh?
I'm planning on handing those in for you right now, so you don't have to worry about going to the courthouse on your way home now. And actually, you won't even have to worry about coming back here. Now, I'm on my way to the courthouse to end all this fighting once and for all.
Are you actually sure you'll be able to handle all this? I can imagine it all right now. You're going to hand in those papers, and the next thing you know, you won't be allowed back into my house and will cry as you figure out that you're the one becoming homeless.
You really think that's going to be you, Phil? I'm going to warn you right now that I know you're not going to listen to what I've said, so I'm no longer going to try saving you. So like you've always been asking for, I'll leave your sight for good. However, you will probably start to regret things come next month. But you chose this outcome for yourself, so you'll have to suck it up and figure things out on your own.
Hey, what is this? The amount I'm being asked to pay this month for the loan is weird.
What's that? Why are you wanting to talk to me now?
I took a look at how much I'd be needing to pay this month for the loan on the house. The bank is asking me to pay $2,500 this month. What is this all about? They must have made some kind of mistake in their system or something, right?
So, you've finally come around to learning how much it costs to afford that house then? And I'm assuming right now your heart is beating out of your chest right now because you've had to come all the way to me to talk about this. But Phil, it's too late to be asking me about your problems now.
What do you mean too late? What is going on with the bank asking me to pay this kind of money? I have no reason to be paying this much for the loan this month. Did you end up saying something to the bank or doing something to make them charge me this much?
How would I have been able to make them hike up the price? What would I have said to them? For the past year now, I've been paying $2,500 a month for that house. Were you not aware of that?
Huh? You've been paying this kind of money?
You always told me I was a horrible wife and completely useless to you before. But I was paying $2,500 every month to the bank in order to pay off the loan on that house for us. And I had to pay all that myself because my pile of crap ex-husband couldn't be bothered with helping out.
Huh? Pile of crap ex-husband? Are you talking about me? What is wrong with you calling me something like that?
You're the frickin' idiot that thought I was paying only $200 a month for that house. I think you deserve to be called a pile of crap after what you've done to me, thinking you were some kind of god compared to me. If the loan really only required you to make payments of $200 each month, then I think you could manage that. But in reality, it's not that little of an amount. So give up, Phil. You're not going to be able to pay for that place, right?
Are you really saying that this whole time you've been paying $2,500 a month for this place? You have no reason to have been paying that much. Heck, you shouldn't have a reason to be able to afford that much. You just can't pay that with your job.
I thought you had a better understanding of all this. I bet you did know I was paying that much for the place, but chose to ignore that fact in order to make yourself look better than me. How lame, Phil. I told you a month ago that you wouldn't be able to afford the place if you kicked me out, and that you'd become homeless. I made sure to warn you of this happening, didn't I?
I remember you saying that, but I had no reason to believe you. I thought that since you were paying for the place, it would be a piece of cake to make those same payments on my own.
And that was only you thinking that would be the case, right? You didn't bother to look into what amount I was paying and instead chose to completely ignore it. Well, I already knew you wouldn't be able to pay for that place anyway, so I'm having it sold.
You're selling the house? What do you mean?
I mean, that house will be bought by someone else and they'll start living there now. I've already put the place on the market, so you'd better hurry it up and get out of there.
Huh? Why are you doing all of that without telling me? This is my house, you idiot.
This is my house? Duh. I was the one paying the loan with my name on the frickin' place. You can't even afford the house anyway.
Shut the hell up. But I've been living in it for the past month now.
You haven't been doing so legally. You can't pay for that place, so good luck paying for this month's loan. And it was never even your place to begin with, hence why I chose to have it sold. Sorry, Phil, but if you really wanted to call the place your house, then you should have co-signed on it and maybe paid for part of the loan. But since you didn't, I have the right to the place and the right to sell it when I please. My name is on it, so it's all mine.
Wait, your name's really on this house?
The fact that you didn't even know that just goes to show that you were finished from the start. It really is a mystery to me why you thought this whole time that the house was yours, and that you thought you could pay for it.
A mystery? I'm the husband of this house. Do you really think you can talk to me that way?
Oh my God. We had a divorce a month ago, remember? Let's start using that head of yours for once so that I don't have to sit here all day explaining your whole life story to you. You kicked me out of the house even though you can't afford it. And you also didn't even know that I was the one with my name on the place. So you're not going to be able to squat in that place anymore. What the hell were you thinking when you kicked me out of that house again? It was always well known that if you divorced me and kicked me out of there, you'd have hell to pay. What happened to the brain you should be using to understand all that? You leave it back at work or something?
I didn't actually think that you'd want to get a divorce from me. And I was seriously thinking that you only had to pay $200 a month for the loan on this house.
I think that was just a dream you were having the whole time or something. Maybe that's all what you told yourself so that you could keep acting like a selfish little brat.
Well, my coworker said to me that that's the amount he pays every month for his place.
You're kidding me, right? You were comparing the loan we pay off for our house to the place one of your other coworkers has? Who was it?
Sanders?
Oh, Jesus. Sanders is living in an older house in the middle of town that he's reforming, right? Also, he bought that place 10 years ago, so he doesn't have much left to pay for on that place. You made a huge mistake comparing his old house to that newly built modern home that we've been living in, you dunce. Did you also forget that I wanted to pay off the loan on the house as soon as possible, and that's why I chose that monthly rate?
Now that you mention it, I do remember agreeing to us taking out that kind of loan. But that was over a year ago now, so of course I'd forget something like that.
Forgot about something so important in less than a year. I cannot believe you right now, Phil. I want to know how you've made it this far in life when you don't have a brain in that head helping you out.
I do have a brain in my head, and I have been doing just fine. Well, who cares? I'll forgive you for what you've been doing this time.
What was that? What are you forgiving?
I'm saying you can come back and live in this house with me. I'm sure you want to make things better between us again, right? So you are allowed to come back and live in this house with me. I have always thought of you as a terrible wife, but I guess I was getting some use out of you after all.
Dang. Did you really just say that to me? Who the hell do you think's going to come back to a load of garbage like you?
Huh? Why not? I'm telling you, you can come back here to live with me. Stop playing games with me and come back home.
Hey, Phil, the way you're saying all of that to me right now is so disgusting that I just can't be serious anymore. When I said we divorced, that means you and I are divorced. Do you understand what that word means?
Huh? What are you wanting to say right now?
Dang, I don't actually know what else to say to you. I thought I made everything clear as day to you, but perhaps you just need to experience the hell you asked for in person. Just know that you're nothing more than a complete stranger to me now. I'm not coming back over there because I've already moved away, and I don't even want to have anything to do with your butt anymore. This is what you deserve, Phil. You're going to become homeless, just like I said, and you're going to like it.
Why are you saying things like that to me now? I just happened to not realize all that stuff before, right? What am I supposed to do now if you don't come back to me? I'm going to lose the house, and I'll have nothing.
You're asking me that? Go back to your office or wherever you left your brain at and put it back into your head and think of what to do yourself. I'm a stranger to you now, and that house wasn't even yours to begin with. If you really want my answer of what you should do now, I'd say just give up and go rot away somewhere that you won't cause anyone else any problems.
You and I have been together for such a long time though, Mia. Throwing me away like this out of nowhere is a horrible thing to do to me. Why don't you think a little more about how this will affect me?
I'm not going to think about you. Screw that. Who was the one constantly calling me a bad wife in the first place? Calling me a horrible woman and useless? You had all the fun you could have calling me such hurtful things without ever thinking about how it'd affect me. Well, we're nothing now, so I'm free to do whatever I want. It's amazing to think that living by myself now could be so much better than having a man like you constantly degrading me.
Mia, I'm asking you to please come back to me. I want us to go back to the life we've lived before.
You might want to go back, but I sure as hell don't. You had your chance, Phil, but you blew it very badly and will now pay the price. To think that life without you would be this wonderful was never something I had thought about before. I hope you'll have as much fun as I'm having now when you find your new home. Ah, but you don't have any money in your savings, so scrap that whole part about finding a new home. Now, would you please get lost? The pile of garbage will now have a chance to go live in the dump where he belongs. In the end, Phil was met with the reality that Mia had been telling him about for a while now. He became homeless and started to miss work a lot, resulting in him losing his job within that company. He tried so hard to get Mia to come back and help him, and even rekindle their burnt-out relationship. But Mia continued to ignore him, which soon began to work on him. At this point, Phyllis started to become aware of the fact that he's a useless human that can't seem to do anything right. He even tried to send her one last message by apologizing for all the terrible things he'd done, but Mia left him on red again. And ever since that text, he's not said another word to her. Without a home to live in, nor a job to make some money from, I'm not really sure how Phil is going to get by. Right now, he just wanders the streets at night, eating from the trash cans, and during the day sleeps under bridges to try and gain some energy again. It seems that the childish and selfish ex-husband has finally met the depressing fate he was always destined for.
James, where are you right now? You're done with work already, right? It's already past your regular work hours. Did something happen?
I'm sorry to worry you. Everything's fine, no worries. I just have more work to be done today. I'll be home after I finish this, maybe about an hour or so.
What? Another hour? Why? What's taking you so long?
What do you mean, why? There's urgent work that needs to be done before tomorrow. I'll just finish this and I'll head straight home.
Why would you do such a thing? What are you going to do with dinner?
I'll be done after about an hour. But if you're starving already, just go ahead and eat before me.
Eat before you? What do you expect me to eat? There's nothing edible I can eat for dinner. And you call yourself engaged to me? Are you seriously thinking we can get married in this state?
What's wrong? What are you talking about? What do you mean by not being able to get married in this state?
First of all, you don't cook dinner. I can't eat dinner because there's nothing else to eat. Also, we are going to become husband and wife soon. I can't believe we're going to eat separately. This is unbelievable. Couples don't eat separately. Families don't eat separately, too.
I'm sorry about that. I'll try to go home as early as I can. I just told you that if you're starving already, you can eat ahead of me. Because I felt bad to make you wait. That's just what I wanted to say to you.
That's not what you're thinking of me means.
What are you saying?
All I want is to eat together with you. You don't understand me at all, James.
You're right, Alyssa. I'm sorry about that.
I mean, you know what? I just noticed that you didn't clean the bathroom.
I think I forgot to clean the bathroom yesterday. I'm sorry about that, too.
Are you fine with that? You're not bothered at all? That the bathroom is not clean? You think you can become a husband with that kind of behavior? You've been slacking off ever since we got engaged. How can I expect you to be a good father to our future children?
I'm sorry. I'll apologize for that, but why is it that I have to do all the chores at home?
Huh? What are you complaining about? That's a given, you know. My father used to do all the chores at home. My mother was also working, so Dad did most of the chores at home. That's why you need to do the same too, James. Just like my father used to.
But haven't you been helping me with household chores before we got engaged?
That's right, before we got engaged. But after our engagement, we lived together, so things will be different from now on. I will be managing your payroll, and you will do all the chores at home from now on. If you won't do that, I can't marry you.
What? You won't marry me if I don't do all the chores? But I work too, you know. What kind of twisted thinking is that? So, are you saying that the reason why you helped with the household chores is it because we weren't living together?
That's right. Now you're starting to understand me. Now that we're living together, we can see what we'll be like when we get married, right? That's why I thought that. I might want you to become aware of these things. If you're going to be my husband, you need to become aware of your role as a husband. These things I told you about are common sense.
But you know what, Alyssa? We're different from your parents. We're not your parents. I think it would be better for us if we find our way of doing things. Don't you think so too?
What do you mean by that? I don't get where you're going at all.
There are more times when I arrive home later than you, and so I won't be able to cook dinner for us all the time. We can make it work by being more flexible with our thinking, How about the one who comes home first cooks dinner? If we don't do it like that, I think it will be difficult for me to cook all the time.
Are you telling me to do the household chores as well? When I'm also working just like you are? How could you ask me to do that? That's too much of you to ask from me.
Too much? What do you mean too much?
My dad never asked my mom to do the chores at home. Not even once. You're unbelievable, James. Do you seriously want to marry me with that attitude?
Of course I want to marry you. That's the whole point of proposing to you. But frankly speaking, to do all the chores by myself without help from you is impossible. It's only been a week since we started living together, but never have I expected you to not do anything at all. That's why I'm starting to feel tired now.
How awful of you to say that! I never expected you to say such a horrible thing.
Also, if that's what you wanted to do all along, I wish you told me about it before we lived together. I wanted to discuss it with you and decide together too as a couple. But the moment we started living in together, you told me to do everything because you don't want to do house chores. Since you told me that after we started living together, I was of course shocked by that. It's just a normal reaction for someone to be surprised by something bad.
Ugh, James, you really are the worst.
What? Why do you think so?
Never would I have ever thought that you're that kind of man. What do you mean? Because by refusing to do the chores at home, you're implying that household chores are what women do. I never thought that's how you think of women as. You're too horrible. I feel like you've betrayed me.
What are you saying? Do you even hear yourself? I'm sorry, I don't understand you at all.
You're busy at work, so you're telling me to do the chores at home.
That's not it. You're not understanding me. What I was trying to tell you is that we need to cooperate to make this thing work.
My dad never said that to my mom because he respected my mom's work.
But aren't your parents divorced?
Why would you say that? That's irrelevant from what we're talking about right now.
You're right. I'm sorry about that.
If you won't understand me, we'll break off our engagement.
What? You're breaking off our engagement for this minor reason?
That's right. But it's not a minor reason, and it means a lot to me.
Our wedding is next month, you know.
That's right. That's why we would be troubling a lot of people. I'm going to demand alimony too from you, you know. So brace yourself.
Are you seriously saying that? Are saying that if I don't agree to do all the household chores for the rest of my life, you're going to break off our engagement?
That's right. You heard me correctly. If you don't promise to do that, I'll be calling our wedding off and you won't be able to marry me. You don't get paid much and you don't look that good. But I chose you because you look like you're going to help me with household chores. If this is the case, I should have been better off marrying my ex-boyfriend.
So you didn't choose me for me, nor because you were attracted to me. You chose me based on whether I will do chores or not after we get married?
Of course that's a given. It's common sense. Did you think that you have good qualities? Other than good at cooking and a good homemaker? I'm sorry to hit you with the truth, but You're not attractive at all. Other than those qualities I've mentioned earlier. The only reason why I agreed to marry you was because you looked like you would do the chores at home after we got married. No other reasons at all whatsoever.
You really are quite frank, aren't you?
That's why, if you can't do everything I said, I won't marry you. You should pay alimony and break off our engagement.
Understood, just as you said.
I'm glad to hear that you understand me. Come home as early as you can, okay? Of course, you should prioritize home instead of work, okay? My dad used to come home on time every night, so...
No, what I meant by understood is, I understood that we will break off our engagement.
Huh? What are you saying? That joke is not funny at all.
That's because it's not a joke.
What do you mean it's not a joke?
The house is under my name, so will you please leave the house? You still have some things left in the previous house, so it's not yet being cancelled, right? Because you said that you'll leave it that way until we get married. You'll probably be able to go back to that house now, right? I don't think it's too late yet.
Wait a minute. I don't follow what you're saying. What do you mean? Are you trying to kick me out?
If you want to stay in our current house, you can change it to your name, because I will leave instead. But I was the one who covered all the expenses for moving in, and if you want to live there, Alyssa, then I would be glad if you would cover my expenses moving out. Because I will have to look for a different place, you know?
Are you saying that? Does that mean you're going to cancel our wedding?
I think that's for the best. Let me tell you frankly, I can't become like your father, Alyssa. I wanted us to search our path and live our own lives by our terms, but now that I heard the only reason why you agreed to marry me, I don't think we'll become happy even if we get married.
I might have said too much, but how horrible of you to break off our engagement instantaneously.
You're the one who asked for it, didn't you? You forced me to choose whether to do all the chores at home despite having a full-time job, or to break off our engagement and go our separate ways. You said that earlier, remember? I love you, Alyssa. I didn't want to break up with you, but I can't do this anymore. I don't feel like we can be a couple anymore. Also, I won't pay alimony to you. It's a problem we both have. So I want you to pay for half of the cancellation fee for the wedding ceremony.
What? Cancel the wedding? Are you seriously asking me to pay for the cancellation?
We won't be getting married, so of course we're not going to have a wedding ceremony. I mean, I paid for all the expenses for the wedding ceremony, so you should pay half of the cancellation fee to me.
Wait a minute. Everything is happening so fast. I can't keep up with it.
There's one more thing I wanted to tell you. You took my bank's cash card and credit card from my wallet, didn't you?
Huh? Well, I did take it, but it was only because I need to manage our finances. So I thought it's just normal to do that.
Stuff like that. Don't you think it's normal to ask me first?
But I didn't think of using it for my own, so...
I wasn't done. Don't cut me off like that. I was out to meet a client outside the office and I couldn't make the payment, so I ended up having to go back and forth. That's why I'm working overtime. I even inconvenienced my clients thanks to your doing.
I didn't know that.
I can't live peacefully with someone who does things like that without asking me first. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to leave the house? Or are you going to pay for my expenses moving out and stay there yourself?
I want to get married. I already told everyone that I'm getting married, and I'm thinking of resigning next month. So I was preparing for that, but...
What did you just say? I haven't heard about that too. So, does that mean that you're going to become a housewife, manage my money, and make me do all the chores at home?
If you say it like that, it might sound like that, but I also have things to do, you know? Like preparing to welcome a baby when I get pregnant, and stuff like that?
You decide everything too much without consulting me. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have broken off the engagement. I will contact your parents and tell them the news and why we've come to this decision.
What are you planning to tell them? Are you seriously going to do that?
Of course I will. I don't know yet if I will be able to demand it in the form of alimony, but as for the cancellation fee for the wedding ceremony, I would definitely ask you to cover half of it. But I'm actually glad that I found this out before we got married.
I want to get married! Please, James!
If you want to find someone willing to do the chores for you, then you should strive to become rich and hire someone to do the household chores for you. That would make things easier, I think. Stop forcing your ideals on others. If you're planning on quitting your job when you get married, and if you don't even plan on doing the household chores, I feel really relieved that I didn't marry you. Anyway, leave immediately, okay?
After that, Alyssa tried to contact James several times, but James didn't take any of her calls, nor replied to any of her messages. James reported to Alyssa's parents what their daughter has done, and explained everything that happened. Rumors say that Alyssa's mother apologized to James, that she might have failed in raising her daughter. Alyssa ended up quitting her job. As the cancellation fee for the wedding, Alyssa borrowed money from her parents and was somehow able to pay James. Rumors also say that she went back to her hometown and started looking for work there. After that, she attempted to look for a partner, but with her age being 35 years old and her demands of making the man do the household chores, she didn't get matched to anyone at all. If your ambitions are too high, higher than what you deserve, I guess you won't end up happy.
Hey, Brianna. Thank you so much for the investment.
Hi, Ryan. No problem. I really wanted to help you.
The project will definitely succeed thanks to you.
I really didn't do anything, but I know you would do the same for me when I'm in trouble.
Yes, definitely.
Well, my dad used to have an investment from your dad, so as his daughter and the current CEO, I'm just returning that favor.
You don't need to do that. Your father was a shrewd businessman, and I learned a lot from him. His death really is a great loss to us.
My dad was a cheerful man enjoying life every day, so he's probably drinking in heaven right now.
I would love to join him someday.
Me too. So please don't be too sad, because my dad won't like that, okay?
You're right about that. I'll do my best for him.
Me too. I actually need to make sure not to make my dad's company go bankrupt.
You are independent. I love that. I can't believe that a perfect woman like you is married to Micah.
I'm not perfect. Micah is outstanding and more perfect than me. He got into a big company without any connections, and he's a top salesman, right? I have a lot to learn from him.
Yes, but he's still a newbie and needs to learn more about the industry.
He does? I thought he knew everything.
He doesn't. I'm pretty familiar, so I'm going to teach him.
Can I sometimes join in too?
Sure.
Actually, may I hear about this at dinner tonight if we have time to talk?
Absolutely. But since all of my relatives are coming, there might not be time. I'm so sorry.
Please don't apologize. Let's enjoy the dinner tonight.
I'm so nervous to introduce you to my family because you're so out of their league.
Don't be. Everyone is equal, and I don't judge people because it's a waste of time. I'm excited to meet new people, so don't worry about it.
Thank you so much. OMG, you are the nicest person.
Am I? I'm just being myself. Anyways, see you later.
Yeah, see you later.
Hey, you! Who's this? Victoria. Hi, did something happen? I heard from Micah that you're at my house. Why are you there? Isn't today the family dinner? I'm just waiting for all of you to come home. Is there a problem? Can I not be here? Of course course not. You don't have my permission. That's trespassing. I also don't even know you, so I'm going to call the cops. Oh my gosh, are we seriously doing this again? I told you before that trespassing is when a person who you don't know goes into someone's place without permission. Also, you know exactly who I am and even know my ID. Do I need to tell you my name again? It's Brianna. Please remember, we're family. Yeah, whatever. What? Family? Since when? Sorry, but I don't know you. You said I was when I got married to Micah. Oh, I did? I don't remember that, but even if I did, I take it back. Did something happen to you, like an accident? Because it seems like you forgot about this and other things. Or is it age? Nothing happened, and stop treating me like I'm old. I'm still young. Oh, you must be okay because you're talking back. That's good. You made me nervous. Are you making fun of me? No, I was scared. Anyways, did you forget my face and name? I'll be meeting you in a little bit, so would you like me to put it on a name tag? I can if you want me to. That way you'll remember me. That's enough. Are you trying to pick a fight with me? What? Pick a fight? No, I'm just worried about you and thought it would be a good idea. If I do that way you'll get to know me. You don't have to do that because I don't care. Why are you mean when Micah is not around? What do you not like about me? I really want to know. Fine, I'll tell you. You're not part of our family. I asked you for the reason. That answer is like saying the house burned down if I ask you why there's a fire. We're not talking about a fire right now. Are you stupid? I know that. It's just an example. You were so weird. This is obviously not getting through your head, so we'll end this conversation. You know what? You're pissing me off, so please leave. I'm asking you nicely. Why? I just got here. So what? I don't want to see your face. Please don't say that. I'm excited for tonight because we're having sushi, right? I was craving for it, so I definitely want to eat it. Who said that you're allowed to eat? It's a family dinner, right? Yeah, but this is my house, so I have the right to decide. Plus, didn't I just tell you to leave? Keep on saying that it's your house, but the owner is your husband, right? I'm sure he'll say I can stay. I don't think so. Why? He doesn't want you to be part of the family. He's tired and annoyed at your attitude because you act like you're above everyone else because you're a CEO. I know you're lying because you never say that about me. I'm actually surprised that you're forgetful but can make up a lie. Is this one of your talents? I'm not lying about this. Do you have proof? He said this on the phone, so I don't. Also, Micah. He once told me that he regrets marrying you. He called you an idiot. On the phone, huh? It's obvious that you're lying about this because I just talked to Ryan 10-15 minutes ago. And Micah yesterday, and they told me how much they appreciate me. It's true that I'm an idiot, though. Should I punch you in the face once? Maybe you'll remember everything and change your attitude. Shut your mouth. Just admitted that you're an idiot, right? Yeah, I mean, it's better to be honest than lie like you. I'm not surprised because your dead father was an idiot, too. Excuse me? He was exactly like you, like father, like daughter. Weird and two-faced. I would be embarrassed to have a father like him. You can talk shit about me as much as you want, but not my dad. You just crossed a line. I can't stand people making fun of my dad. I'm just telling the truth. Anyways, I'm going to be there in a little bit, so if the sushi comes, can you receive it and put it on top of the kitchen counter? It's only for my family, so you can't have any. Your dinner is canned soup that I put on the floor for you in the dining room. I'm leaving, so that's not going to happen. Oh, are you mad? Yeah, I am. I'm going to let Ryan and Micah know about this.
Oh, hi, Brianna. Did you call me?
Yeah, I did. Sorry to call you while you're at work. I wanted to talk to you about something.
Don't worry about it. Sorry I couldn't pick up because Victoria was calling me. My lunch break is over now, so would it be okay for me to text you? I could call you back in like an hour or so if it's easier to talk on the phone. If it's an emergency, I can call you now.
Victoria called you? I bet she was lying to you. It's not an emergency, so texting is totally fine with me.
Thank you for understanding. Can we talk about Victoria first before you ask me something? Sorry.
Actually, that something is about Victoria.
Oh, did something happen between you two? She was talking shit about you and said how you were being rude to her.
What? Are you serious? She was the one being rude to me.
Don't worry, I knew that from the beginning, so I didn't really listen to her.
Do you know what she told me? She told me to leave the house because I was not invited and not part of the family.
Did she really say that? That's very rude of her. You were always welcome in my house because you're like family to me. Plus, Micah and I invited you. What the hell is she talking about?
Thanks, Ryan. She also said that you were tired and annoyed by my attitude because I look down on everyone because I'm a CEO or something like that. But I know you will never say that.
That's right. Never in a million years will I say something like that.
So that's why I didn't listen to her. Do you know what else she said?
What?
She told me to can soup on the floor instead of sushi because it's only for her family.
Seriously? You can't believe her. You don't need to do that, okay?
Yeah, it was ridiculous, so I decided to go home.
What? You're going home?
Yes, she also said one more thing that really pissed me off. I don't want to see her because I might punch her in the face.
What did she say? You're not like this, so I'm surprised.
She said that my dad was weird and an idiot.
Oh, that is not okay. She crossed the line. I'm so pissed off right now. Thank you for telling me everything. I have a plan, so can you please send me screenshots of the conversations you had with her?
Sure, do you need my help with that?
No, I can do it by myself. Thanks.
Hello? If you see this message, please respond or else I'll call you until you pick up. Can you stop calling me 60 missed calls in 10 minutes? Seriously? Why are you not picking up? I was driving from my office to my house listening to Backstreet Boys. That's why. I can't text while I'm driving. Everyone knows that. What the hell do you want? Please come back. Why? My husband is pissed at me. Yeah, and? What did you say? I just told him what you said to me, that's it. Can you come back and ask him? He's ignoring me. Hey, if you're home, can you call me? Nope. I know it's going to be a waste of time. I want to take a rest without any distraction until my reservation time for the sushi restaurant. I couldn't eat at your place, so... Please, our family dinner is ruined right now. Oh, is it? Well, I'm so lucky I was able to leave because I really don't like family dinner. That's not what I want to talk about now. No one is going to tell me why my husband is pissed off. I will tell you then. Your husband has an investment in my company. What is that? What does that mean? It means that I'm helping him earn money, so do you have any idea how bad things will get if we don't get along? What? Really? I don't care about that. Why didn't you tell me about this? Well, we agreed to keep it a secret because we thought that people would be concerned about this because it's risky. How much did he invest? Why should I tell you? Because I'm his wife. It's his money and he told me not to tell you. I don't care if he told you not to tell me. I have a right to know. That's not my problem, so can you talk to him about that? Oh, Micah's also pissed off, just to let you know, and other people too. Other people? Wait, did you tell my relatives also? Yes, I did. I sent them screenshots of our conversation. Is this why everyone is in another room talking and staring at me? Maybe. There might be other reasons too. I don't care though. Nellie, excuse me? I want to take a nap before I go to the sushi restaurant. No, please, can you come back? I'll apologize. I'm going to get kicked out of the house. You should experience hell once because Ryan has been spoiling you this whole time. Now that you're in this situation, do you regret what you've done? Yes, I do, and I don't know what to do. Gee, what should I do? Hi, honey. I'm so sorry for everything. I didn't know that you two were business related.
You were about to break the relationship I had with our company.
I'm sorry. I'll apologize to you as many times as you want.
I also can't believe that you were going to make Brianna eat canned soup off the floor.
No, I was thinking about eating that later on. You know, like a midnight snack.
I have all the screenshots of the conversations you had with her, so don't think about making excuses. Also, it seems like you said things that Micah and I never said.
Oh, about that.
The number one thing that pissed me off is you making fun of her dad. She was trying to be cool about that, but she was really pissed off.
Look, I'm regretting what I said and what I did.
You've done something that's unforgivable.
I know that. I'll be more careful not to say those things from now on.
From now on? There is no from now on. I want you to leave the house.
What? What do you mean?
Leave the house and let's get divorced. I can't deal with you anymore.
Wait, please don't leave me.
Everyone here agrees with me, so just shut up and leave, okay? I'm asking you nicely.
We talk about this and rethink what?
There is no need to talk about this. Bye.
Wait, please. Why are you still calling me? 700 missed calls? Really? Where are you now? I just finished eating sushi now, and since I don't have anything to do, I was thinking about going to the city and looking for the fattest rat. I'm at your company now. Why? Oh, are you going to apply for a cleaning job? Thank you, because we did need one. No, I'm here to ask the company to make an investment for my husband. What are you talking about? My husband's investment. Weren't you planning to do it today? Even though you're not here, I'll ask someone. Are you serious? People will think you're crazy if you do that. Are you inside the building now? Yes, and I'll go talk to the employees. I don't care because I'm going to get kicked out and get divorced. I actually did it already today. What? Then why is he still pissed? I thought he was mad that you didn't do the investment. Are you stupid? Did you think that that's the reason? Seriously. Yes. Wow, I don't even have a word to say to you. By the way, I just got a text from one of my employees that the police is going to be there soon. What? Why? You stormed in and yelled at everyone and threw staplers and calculators at them? And at the wall, so of course the cops are gonna come. You could have hurt one of my employees and you made a hole in the wall. I'll demand compensation because you damaged my property. Sorry I did that, I was panicking. It doesn't matter. I'm so embarrassed and I don't want anything to do with you, so I'll cut ties with you. Wait, we're a family, right? Can you explain to the cops that I was panicking and misunderstood something? Who's this? I don't know you. Sorry, bye. Victoria was taken away by the police for trespassing and obstruction of business. Because of that, everyone in her family cut ties with her, and since she had nowhere to go, she became homeless. She needed to pay for the compensation but had no money, so she had to go into debt. She's now a day worker, working long hours every day. The canned soup that she was going to make me eat on the floor is now her expensive meal. How funny is that, right? On the other hand, Ryan had a very successful project that I invested $30 million in. He's now focusing on his job to cover up the loneliness of being single. But Micah and I will always be there for him. Now that Victoria's gone, I'm living a stress-free life and I'm enjoying my life every day.
Hey, Thies, aren't you married yet? You're getting up there in age, right? Don't your parents ever push you to get married? Good evening, Maggie. Well, I haven't really thought about it. Right now I'm pretty busy with work and I haven't had much time to meet anyone. My parents haven't really pressured me about it either. They've always told me that I should live my life at my own pace. Wow, that's so nice. My parents are always on my case about it. They keep telling me you have to get married before you turn 30. No one's going to want you after that. You'll just be seen as an old hag with no market value. I'm constantly hearing that kind of stuff. Oh, I see. Well, that must be tough for you. For the record, I'm already over 30, so I guess meeting your parents would be pretty awkward for me, huh? Wait, really? You're over 30? Well, in that case, maybe you should start worrying a little. You're pretty much on the verge of being in the leftover market, aren't you? Well, maybe from a certain point of view, but I've always believed that if you don't meet the right person at the right time, no matter how great they are, things won't work out. Forcing something just doesn't make sense. Wow, that's pretty deep. I guess those are the words of wisdom that come with age, huh? Is that so? Thank you, I suppose. Though I'm not sure how I feel about that compliment. Well, in any case, now I get it. If you had someone you were thinking of marrying, I was going to suggest inviting them to our wedding. But since you don't, I guess that's that. Yep, that's about right. But thanks for being thoughtful. Well, we'll still be counting on you for the big day. You'll be there, right? Of course, I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'm looking forward to it. Wait, what's going on? You suddenly slapped me? What are you thinking? Huh? That's what I should be asking you. I heard you grew up in an orphanage, right? An orphan at a family event like my wedding? Oh, how embarrassing. A stranger like you shouldn't even be here. Are you seriously saying this? Yes, I was raised in an orphanage, but is that really such a big issue? Officially, I'm legally recognized as part of the family. I've always had a good relationship with Arnold, and we've gotten along as siblings our whole lives. I'm sure Arnold sees me as his real sister. Ugh, orphans are gross. Seriously, it's disgusting. And that means if I marry Arnold, you're literally just a stranger. Strangers shouldn't be attending our wedding. Are you serious right now? Of course I'm serious. And by the way, since you're not blood related to Arnold, you're not harboring weird feelings for him or anything, right? 'Cause that would be seriously gross. What? No way. Of course not. Neither Arnold nor I think anything like that. Ew, you're seriously disgusting. You were adopted from some random place, right? I can't believe something like that could be a part of a family. That's just not acceptable. So this is how you feel? Fine, I understand. Just know that I've always treated Arnold like my brother. You're not family, so stop acting like you are. Now, get out! Understood. Thea! That was just a joke. Please come back right now. You didn't actually leave, did you? What are you talking about? You actually slapped me, didn't you? You looked me straight in the face and said I was a disgusting orphan raised in an institution. You really think I'm going to forget that? Wait, stop taking that seriously. I'm telling you, it was just a joke, so come back. I didn't think you'd get all emotional about something like that. Honestly, are you really going to let that bother you? Even if it wasn't your true feelings, or even if it was just a joke, what you said was unforgivable. You slapped me in front of everyone and told me to leave. I never want to be involved with you again. What you did was absolutely cruel. Hold on, that's gotta be a joke, right? Wow, you're really something, aren't you? Joking right back at me like that? You've gotta be kidding. But seriously, come back. You've caused a huge scene, and now the whole wedding is on hold because of you. Everything is falling apart, so just come back and we can fix this. Yes, I know things have fallen apart. My phone hasn't stopped buzzing. My family is really worried. My parents keep calling to check if I'm okay. Arnold is trying to reach me too. It looks like I've caused a lot of trouble for everyone, but honestly, this isn't just about me. Arnold is out looking for you right now. Please, I am begging you, come back already. The wedding can't go on without you. This is all turning into a disaster. I've already told you I'm not coming back. You slapped me and humiliated me and then told me to leave. You don't just get to snap your fingers and make everything go away. If you want to go ahead with the wedding, then be my guest. But don't expect me to come back and pretend like none of this happened. I'm not going to support this marriage anymore. Arnold is furious. Do you have any idea how much he's angry right now? He's absolutely livid about what happened. He's asking why you would say such cruel things to me, his sister. Your parents are completely beside themselves with anger, too. Your dad even stood up in front of everyone and shouted, "This wedding is off!" Now the whole venue is dead silent. It's an absolute nightmare. Oh, I see. Well, that sounds like a real mess. But I can picture it clearly. Right now, my mom is probably holding a handkerchief, trying to keep herself from crying. That's exactly what's happening. Your dad was shouting at everyone to calm down, but you could see the anger in his face. He was glaring at everyone, especially me. And then right after he shouted at Arnold, "This wedding is canceled," your mom quietly walked up to my parents and said, We can no longer permit this marriage to go forward. She said it so calmly, but the weight of her words was enormous. I see. So my parents are that upset. It's a strange feeling, but it also makes me realize just how much they care about me. I guess in a way, I'm really lucky to have such a loving family. Don't act like this is some sentimental revelation. You realize how bad things are, right? And if this keeps going, Arnold's life will be ruined. The only way to fix this is if you come back and clear everything up. You can still make things right, so please, just come back. No, I think it's too late for that now. Listen, maybe you haven't thought about this, but we're just like any other family. Sure, I'm not their biological child, but my parents still raised me with love and care. Arnold has never once made me feel like I didn't belong. Can you imagine how it feels to have your family insulted like that? Well, yeah, I guess I wouldn't like it if someone said something bad about my family. That would hurt. Exactly. So if you wouldn't want someone to treat your family that way, why do you think it's okay to treat others like that? This is something my mom taught me when I was just a kid. She told me that if I didn't want to be treated a certain way, I shouldn't treat others like that either. It's such a simple lesson, but it's important. Why are you giving me a lecture now? We can talk about all that later. Right now, all I need you to do is come back. That's it. If you come back, everything will go back to normal. So please, just do it. I'm not coming back. Arnold is on his way to see me, and I'm going to talk to him directly. I'm not going to try to change his mind about anything, so don't worry. If, after hearing everything, he decides he doesn't want to go through with the wedding, that's his decision. But all I'm going to do is tell him the truth, nothing more. Please, just listen to me. I'm really, really sorry for what I said. I've thought it over, and I realize how wrong I was. I won't ever make the same mistake again, I swear. So please, just come back, and we can make this right. I've already told you no. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I am exhausted, and honestly, I just need to be alone right now. Wait, no, you can't just leave like this. If you don't come back, everything is going to fall apart. Arnold is going to be devastated, and your parents will never forgive me. Please just do this for your family. Don't you care about them? Of course I care about my family. That's why I'm doing this. You see, my parents taught me the importance of standing up for myself, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not going to let you or anyone else treat me like I don't matter. I know my worth, and I won't let anyone diminish that, not even for the sake of a wedding. But what about Arnold? Don't you care about how this will affect him? He loves you, Thea, and he's counting on you to be there for him. You're his sister, and he needs you now more than ever. Please, don't let him down. I'm not letting Arnold down. I love him, and I'll always be there for him. But that doesn't mean I have to put up with being treated like this. If Arnold truly loves me and respects me, then he'll understand why I'm doing this. And if he doesn't, well, then maybe this marriage wasn't meant to be after all. You can't be serious. You're really going to let everything fall apart just because of one stupid comment? Is this really how you want things to end? This isn't about one comment. This is about how you've treated me and how you've shown me that you don't respect me or my family. I can't support a marriage where one partner doesn't respect the other's family. That's not the kind of relationship I want to be a part of, and it's not the kind of life I want for Arnold either. But I have apologized. I told you I'm sorry, and I mean it. Can't you just forgive me and come back? We can put all this behind us and move forward together. Forgiveness isn't something that can be demanded or rushed. It's something that has to be earned, and right now, I'm not sure you've earned it. I need time to process everything, and I need space to figure out what's best for me and my family. Maybe someday I'll be able to forgive you, but right now I just can't. So, what are you saying? That this is the end? That you're just going to walk away and never look back? I'm saying that I need to do what's right for me. And if that means walking away, then yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not doing this to hurt anyone, but I also can't let myself be hurt anymore. I deserve better than that, and so does Arnold. Fine. If that's really how you feel, then there's nothing more I can say. But just know that you're making a huge mistake. You're throwing away everything for no good reason.
Thea, I'm really sorry about yesterday. Are you feeling better?
It's fine, don't worry about it. More importantly, aren't you the one who seems more upset? It was supposed to be your wedding. I'm really sorry.
Why are you apologizing? You were just a victim in all this. To hear such heartless things said, I honestly can't forgive that. You have no idea how much you've helped me until now.
I understand that she doesn't care about those circumstances, but I believe there are things you can say and things you can't. If I were in her position, I would never say something like that. The fact that she could just blurt out such words and then slap my fiance's sister, I'm sorry, but I just can't celebrate the two of you.
Yeah, I get it. I don't want to marry her anymore either. I'm honestly despairing over who she really is.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. But are you really okay with this? This could significantly change Arnold's life, you know?
I'm fine with it. In fact, I've been having doubts about marrying her. There's a chance she might be betraying me, you know.
Wait, what do you mean?
The results were supposed to come out a little earlier. It got delayed, and here we are. Ironically, the results came out just yesterday.
What are you talking about?
It's about a test I had done recently. I found out that I might not be the only one she's been seeing. You know how she's always been secretive with her phone? I never thought much of it until I started noticing certain things.
So you think she might be cheating on you?
Exactly. I mean, it's one thing if she's just busy with her job or something, but the way she's been acting, it's been really strange. There were texts that I saw when she thought I wasn't looking. It was just a feeling at first, but now it's turned into something I can't ignore.
Well, that's awful. Have you confronted her about it?
Not yet. I wanted to wait for the results first. I didn't want to make accusations without any proof, but now that it's all come crashing down, I don't know what to do.
You really should talk to her. It's not fair for you to be in the dark about something like this.
You're right. But how do I even start? It feels like I'm walking on eggshells. I mean, if she is cheating, what's going to happen to us after all of this? I don't want to ruin even more of my happiness, but I also can't just stand by while she pulls this kind of stuff.
It's tough, but you can't keep it bottled up. You need to find a way to bring it up, even if it's just to clarify your feelings.
Yeah, I know. I just wish it didn't have to come to this. Everything was supposed to be perfect, and now it feels like it's all falling apart.
I'm here for you. No matter what happens, just remember that you need to put yourself first. Don't lose sight of that.
Thanks, Thea. I really appreciate your support. I'll think about how to handle this. It's just a lot to process right now.
Take your time. Just remember, the truth always has a way of coming out. It's better for everyone in the long run, even if it feels hard now.
You're right. I'll figure it out. I just hope this all works out for the best.
It seems like there's been a burglary at my place, but then I found out it was you. What do you think you were doing? Do you really believe that you can get married after pulling a stunt like this? Do you think that sneaking around and stealing from people will lead to some sort of happy ending for you? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not doing anything like that. Oh, really? Oh, you must be joking. I have clear footage of you on the security cameras. What's your excuse for that? Do you really think you can deny it when there's undeniable proof right in front of you? Huh? Security cameras? Your house isn't even that fancy to have those, right? Well, you see, I work from home. I have important documents and everything, so I installed them just in case. It's not about having a fancy house. It's about being responsible and protecting what's mine. But you didn't care about that at all, did you? You only took the valuables. What? Did you lose your chance to marry my brother, quit your job, and come here to steal because you're broke? Is that really the desperate path you've chosen? No way. Are you serious right now? You're really accusing me of that? Do you think I'm just making this up? You think I'm talking nonsense even though I have all this evidence? Look, it's clear as day on the footage. You can't just ignore it. It's not a figment of my imagination. It's reality staring you in the face. No, that's... You must be having a rough time now. Your wedding is over, and I bet your relatives have cut ties with you. You have no one to rely on, lost everything, and yet you still think it's understandable to resort to theft? I can't quite empathize, though. It's hard to feel sorry for someone who chooses to hurt others when they're down. It's all your fault! What did you say? How dare you shift the blame on me? It's your fault for not accepting my apology and leaving. Arnold got furious and called off the engagement because of you. If you had just come back and made things right, none of this would have happened. Can't you see that your actions had consequences? Are you serious? You need to take some responsibility for your actions. The issue wasn't my behavior. Everyone was angry because of what you said and did. How can you not see that after all this time? Are you really this blind to your own faults? Because I never expected you to be an orphan. I was so excited to become a part of Arnold's family. If there's a woman in the family who's nobody special, my parents would never accept that. I thought they would be strict about it. You have to understand, it's not just about me. It's about family dynamics, too. That was a misunderstanding on your part. Your family's strictness is precisely why they were upset with your comments. From my perspective, they were completely justified. You can't just walk into a family and expect them to embrace you without any reservations. Still, I did apologize. Apologies aren't enough. Oh, and there's one more thing. I want you to lose even more. I hope you understand that this isn't just about you and me. It's about accountability for your actions. What? What more can I possibly lose? I lost my fiancé, my relatives, and my job. There's nothing left for me to lose. You've taken everything. Your money. What? Are you serious? What do you mean by that? While you were with Arnold, I know you were seeing other men. It's only fair that you face the consequences for that betrayal. You can't just play with people's emotions and expect to get away with it. No way. You must be mistaken. I would never do that. I can't believe you would think that of me. I know everything, and I have the evidence. There's no way for you to escape this now. You think you can talk your way out of this? You think I'm just going to let you go without facing the music? That's not going to happen. Wait, what are you talking about? Please just stop tormenting me any further. I can't take this. If you're suffering, that's your own problem. You've enjoyed yourself for far too long, haven't you? Even after your engagement was decided, it seems you continued seeing him. You thought you could juggle two lives without any repercussions. So, how do you know that? You're making it sound so personal. Your boyfriend seems to be rather dim-witted. He posted all kinds of things on his account. He conveniently kept a record of it all. He documented the dates you met and went on dates together. You didn't think I would find out, did you? You must have thought you were being clever, but it's all right here. What? He was doing that? Why would he post that? Oh, so you didn't know. He had a secret account that was all about living the good life. He posted pictures, and guess what? There were photos from the same angle and around the same time as your "I stayed over at my girlfriend's" posts. It's almost laughable how naive you've been. What? He did that multiple times? Ugh, I can't believe this. It seems he has multiple women in his life. Well, of course, he wouldn't share that account with you. He probably thought it was safer that way, keeping his options open while you were busy being oblivious. What? He was seeing other women? Oh, that is just the worst. I can't believe this is happening. You're the last person to say that. Who's the one betraying their fiancé? You can't act like you're innocent here. You're trying to deflect attention from your own mistakes by pointing fingers at others. That is just pathetic. That's not true. He wasn't serious with those girls. They were just old connections. He used to be a host, but he quit. I was just meeting him occasionally. So you lied to Arnold about hanging out with female friends, yet you went to stay with a former host? How do you plan to explain that? What kind of justification do you have for that? You're digging yourself deeper, and it's not going to end well for you. But I was going to stop after we got married. I swear, I was going to be loyal. People who say they'll change after marriage often don't. Even if I set aside that theory, that's all hypothetical. You've already committed your wrongdoing, so you're going to have to pay for your damages. There's no way around it. Wait, damages? Come on, that's an exaggeration. We weren't even married yet. It doesn't matter if you weren't married. Damages apply to engagements, too. You can't just assume that because there's no ring on your finger, you can escape the consequences of your actions. That's not how life works. No way, you can't be serious. Did you find pleasure in pushing me further into a corner? Is this really the path you want to take? That's not all. What do you mean? You broke into my house without permission and stole my things. Naturally, I'm filing a report and notifying the police. I'll be providing them with the video evidence, and you'll have to deal with the consequences. You'll end up with a criminal record, and you'll still have to pay damages. Your life will be over after this. What the hell? Oh, that's just too cruel. Please, just stop. I was only making a joke. You can't treat me like this. I didn't mean any harm. You're suffering the consequences of your actions. If you had reflected on your mistakes and tried to make amends, things might have turned out differently. Arnold even debated how far he should go with you, but what you did was outright criminal. I can't just let it slide. That's not fair. I thought of you as family, and you're doing this to me? You're the one who said I wasn't family. And since the wedding is off, that doesn't matter anymore. You invaded my home and committed a crime. You show no signs of remorse, and since you've crossed that line, I will also be pursuing damages from my brother. He needs to learn from this as well. Please, I am really sorry. I was wrong. I'll return what I took. Just don't involve the police. I'll do anything. Just don't let this ruin my life. If I show you leniency now, it will only lead to a cycle of repeating offenses. And I can already guess you'll want to get back together with Arnold somehow. I'm exhausted by this. You need to go reflect on your actions in a very serious way. You've put yourself in this position, and now you have to face the consequences. Just please, I beg you. I'll make it right. I'll fix everything. Just give me a chance. A chance? You've had plenty of chances, and you've wasted every single one of them. Now it's time to face the music. You can't just keep asking for second chances when you've repeatedly shown that you're not worthy of them. Life doesn't work that way. I promise I'll change. I'll prove to you that I can be better. Just don't do this. You keep saying that, but words mean nothing without actions to back them up. You need to show me that you're capable of being a better person, and right now, I'm not seeing any of that. Until you can prove it, I won't let this go. Maggie was taken away by the police, and after that, I never saw her again. It was a surreal moment, watching her being led away, the weight of everything that had transpired settling heavily on my chest. I had so many mixed feelings swirling around inside me: anger, sadness, relief, and even a strange sense of closure. Since the incident, the decision was made to handle everything through a lawyer. It seemed like the most sensible course of action, especially given the complexity of the situation. With legal proceedings in motion, I felt a sense of detachment. There was no immediate pressure on me. I could take a step back and observe how things would unfold. It was as if I had handed over the reins to someone else, letting them guide me through this chaotic ordeal. My brother Arnold had initially taken a lenient stance. He seemed to think that since he and Maggie were no longer planning to marry, it might be better to overlook her reckless behavior. He was trying to be the bigger person, perhaps hoping to salvage some kind of amicable resolution. However, it soon became clear that he was grappling with the pain of betrayal. As time went on, he changed his mind and decided that it was crucial to seek damages from her. He was determined to hold her accountable for her actions. It was heartbreaking to see my brother go through such turmoil. His wedding plans had been dashed in an instant, and I could feel his disappointment resonating deeply within me. I understood how much he had invested in the relationship, and the sudden end left a gaping hole in his life. Yet, amid the sorrow, I couldn't shake the feeling of relief that came with the end of his engagement to someone I believed was fundamentally flawed. Maggie's behavior had always raised red flags. The way she acted, the choices she made, and the way she treated those around her, it all pointed to a deeper issue. I had tried to give her the benefit of the doubt, wanting to believe that she could change or that my brother could bring out the best in her. But now, with everything laid bare, it was evident that she was not the right person for him. It felt like a strange contradiction. I was happy that Arnold had escaped a potentially toxic marriage, but I was equally saddened by the loss of what could have been. The family dynamics were shifting, and I could see the strain on everyone. The idea of a wedding had brought a sense of joy and anticipation, and now it was replaced by uncertainty and regret. Arnold's determination to seek damages was not just about financial compensation. It was about reclaiming his dignity. He wanted to make sure that Maggie understood the impact of her actions. It was important for him to assert that her behavior had consequences, not only for him, but for her as well. I admired his resolve, even though I could see the emotional toll it was taking on him. As we moved forward with the legal proceedings, I tried to support him as best I could. We had long discussions about the situation, and I listened as he poured out his feelings of betrayal and anger. I wanted him to know that he wasn't alone in this. We were family, and I would stand by him no matter what. The more we talked, the more it became clear that while he had lost a potential partner, he was gaining something far more valuable: clarity. The experience had forced him to confront what he truly wanted in life and what kind of partner he deserved. I could see the weight on his shoulders slowly lifting, and for that, I was grateful. In the end, even though Maggie's actions had caused so much pain, they also served as a catalyst for growth. Life had a way of pushing us into uncomfortable situations, but it also allowed us to discover our strength. I hoped that one day Arnold would find someone who truly appreciated him, someone who would support him and share in his dreams. Nova, that boyfriend of yours is way too simple of a man. The fact that you're going out with a man like that just goes to show you have no idea what you're doing. Luckily, I was able to come in and help you guys out.
Jen, I seriously can't believe you right now. Why did you come and kiss Fred like that? You know that Fred and I have been dating for a little while now, right?
That's why I'm saying it's best that someone like you give up on him. I get that I'm a really cute woman and all, but didn't you just see your boyfriend falling for me just then?
You're the one that's behind all of this, not him.
Stop making things out to be more crazy when they're not. I haven't done anything at all besides show up to see the both of you. But of course, going out to see you guys having some drinks together, well, I guess a few things just happened to happen, right? And one of those things being your boyfriend falling for a woman like me.
Why exactly were you coming out to find Fred and I while we were having drinks together? Tell me, why are you even getting involved with the two of us at all right now?
I have no other choice. He was the one that said he wanted to see me sometime while out having drinks. So I couldn't just say no to that, so I decided I'd come out and meet you both.
Have you ever heard of such a thing as leaving a couple be when it comes to things like this? Just because he said he wanted to see you sometime doesn't mean you should be going out to see him when he's with me. So far, it seems that neither of you care about how I feel in this situation at all.
Well, I was just there to say hi, but then we both started to get a little bit too drunk and, well, we couldn't control ourselves at that point. Also, what's so bad about me kissing him once or twice on the lips? That only improves his value, right? Nova, I think you're just a stick in the mud right now. Why can't you just open up a little and have some fun like us two are?
That's unbelievable, the way you think about this.
Who cares? You and I are close to one another. Don't get so upset about me wanting you to share your man a little. And by the way, I shouldn't be blamed for this anyway. Fred should be the person that you're upset with, right? He's going out with you right now, yet he leaned in for that kiss with me.
Either way, I feel you both are to blame. And because of this, I'm breaking up with Fred. You can have him all you want now, if that's really what you've been after. You'd be like my successor or something.
What? I don't need him. I don't want a man who thinks it's okay to kiss other women while he has a girlfriend. To me, he needs to get a grip on what it means to be a proper man. I think I can find myself a better man than him, and I already know a few who could suit me.
You're kidding me, right? You were the one that was just kissing him at the bar the other night.
It's not my fault that Fred fell for my looks and came at me. Fred only started to look decent while going into college, right? Maybe he thinks now that because he's good looking, he can do whatever he wants with women. Which means when he heard a cute woman's voice like mine saying hi to him, he went right for me. I guess he's not used to being good looking yet, which is freaking uncool.
You were the one that allowed him to start kissing you, though, right?
And I'm saying that was fine. I'm not going to take a man like him as my boyfriend, though. If he were to get married, then he'd be a danger to me, jumping on other women like that. And the same thing goes for you. So you should be thankful that I came out then and was able to show you the true man that Fred is.
I'm really tired of you always changing your reasoning for things on me. Just leave this all be now.
Nova, listen to this. That woman is really pissed off right now.
What woman are you talking about? What happened?
You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Jen. That bitch was totally fine with taking other women's men, but once it happened to herself, she totally lost it and went off the deep end. What the actual hell is wrong with her? She's such a frickin' jerk.
Hey, you're getting pretty worked up over her now. What happened? Did you talk to her boyfriend again or something like that? Get her all angry?
That's right. That freak is totally screwed in the head, right? She seems to think of herself as someone we all need to respect, and yet, does she really think that I'd want such a stupid man as that who thinks that Jen is actually worth dating? Hell no.
Honestly, I can agree with you on that.
I remember when you told me about what she did with your boyfriend at the time. And then she went on to say it was totally okay because you both were close and that she didn't want him anyway, right? She was laughing about the fact that she went and kissed a stranger's boyfriend. Yet when her boyfriend is talking to another woman about some light topic, she's going to freak out. She's mental.
Yeah, she really is. And thank you for reminding me of all that.
I'm sorry. I'm so shocked by the way she thinks she can act. I don't want anything to do with her anymore. Why did I have to end up getting a job at the same place her boyfriend is working at?
True. That was some really unfortunate luck on your end. There really is no way for you to avoid her now unless you went and quit your job there. It is just a part-time job.
And to make things worse, she's trying to get back at me now for what happened. She sends me all sorts of pictures and videos of her and her boyfriend making out to try and get me all jealous. I'm actually going to vomit after seeing all of them. Is she actually that freaking toxic about men? What is she thinking, sending a random stranger videos of them both in bed making out like that?
She was trying to do things like that with me before, so I went ahead and just muted all the notifications that came from her. That way I didn't have to think about her anymore and wouldn't be obligated to take a look at what she sent. I should just block her, but I'm sure that doing that would only make things worse, and I think the same thing would go for you both.
Seriously? I love the fact that you just mute people without a care in the world. Makes me laugh. But hey, that's a really smart thing to do. There's no reason to be looking at all her texts and crap, right?
That's exactly right. Because no matter what she's doing, everything that I have to see and hear from her damages me. And if she were to keep that stuff going on for the rest of my life, then she'd really be ruining my joy. I really want nothing to do with her. At all.
I can see that, and the same goes for me. There really is no reason for any of us to be bothered by her. Man, when everyone is against a woman like that, then it really is just worth ignoring her for the rest of time.
I don't ever want to have to talk to her or see her again, ever. Even after what happened between her and I before, I can just tell that if she were to see me again, she would act like nothing ever happened and try to be friends. And I don't want any part of that bullcrap. Seriously, I want to know what is mentally wrong with her.
Wait, do you think that she's doing all that on purpose? Now that I think about it, I am a little interested in learning if she's acting like that on purpose or if it's just a mental disability that she has. Could it be that she thinks what she's doing is totally okay and that it's the rest of us who are wrong? Maybe she's just so insecure of herself that she has to take those insecurities out on others to make herself feel bigger.
Now you're really thinking. And yeah, I think the same thing.
Your wedding is coming up really soon here, Nova. Man, I am so happy to see that you found yourself such a handsome and loving man to marry. You have a wonderful marriage with that older man.
He's only a year older than me, but thank you. I never thought that I'd become so attached to the guy, to the point that I was thinking he's the only guy for me, and is. This whole marriage thing happened so quickly that it doesn't even feel like we dated one another before this. Well, I'm glad that I'm here with him forever now. Now I don't have to worry about finding myself a man anymore.
That's true. By the way, about your wedding that's coming up, you made sure not to invite Jen, right?
Jen, you think I'd invite that bitch to my wedding? I literally have 0 reasons to invite her. There are no good memories that I have of her, so why bother bringing her to my wedding? Why did you even ask me that question?
Well, it's just... the man that May's older sister married still seems to have something going on with Jen and all, and that's pissed May off quite a bit now.
What? May's older sister? I remember her. Back when I was kind of a friend of Jen's, we'd always go over to May's house, and her sister would take us out in her care whenever she had the chance. Is that really who you're talking about? And Jen is really messing around with her husband now.
That's what it seems like. I'm not sure what's been going on with Jen for the past 2 years, but it seems she's evolved into messing with people's husbands now. Maybe it's because everyone our age isn't bothering with her anymore, so she's gone after someone older?
What? Are you sure? But that man's married now, right? To May's older sister. Doesn't she know she's going to get in a lot of trouble for doing that?
That's a very good point. That's why currently May and them are working on a plan to expose Jen and all that. May isn't all too sure what could happen to Jen after, but she needs to try.
I'm sure May doesn't even want to meet with Jen anymore. I'm sure that if Jen and her were to talk ever again, Jen would just laugh in her face about all of it.
I'm not so sure she would, though. I know that Jen is a total idiot and a jerk, but she knows that what she's doing has to be insane. Especially when it's her friend's older sister's husband she's getting with.
I see. Jen's really the worst person I've ever had the chance of knowing. Kinda regret ever having anything to do with her back in the day when we were kind of like friends.
Well, before she started to become interested in men, she was a pretty fun girl that was a little bit weird. Although sometimes when there were other guys around at parties and stuff, she would start getting a little carried away.
Yeah, I remember all that. Well, let me know that Jen is not invited to the wedding, so it's a safe place for her to come.
Are you crazy, Nova? What did you think you were doing not sending one of your friends an invite to your wedding? I had to ask around for all the details so that I could make it here today, so be thankful for that, all right?
Jen, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about your wedding, Nova. I just got to the wedding venue a second ago. I heard through the grapevine that today would be your special day, thankfully. But come on, what are you doing, woman?
What? I never invited you to my wedding, though. Wait, did you actually come all the way out here today?
What? What do you mean by that? Are you saying that it wasn't just some mistake on your part?
It wasn't a mistake. I never invited you to my wedding because I didn't want to. So why did you come here?
Well, I'm here because I wanted to celebrate your wedding today. What's going on here, Nova? You and I are really close to one another, right?
Do you really think something like that? I really hope that I've just gone mad and didn't actually hear you say that. Because you and I aren't close to one another anymore. If anything, we're pretty far from close now.
Huh? Wait. You and I always played together in the past, right? Well, once I got my first boyfriend, though, I was always with him and sort of started to forget about you and everyone else. Are you pouting about something like that right now?
So that's what you thought then.
And another thing, why didn't you ever get around to introducing me to your fiancé before today? I actually didn't hear anything from you about finding a man and getting engaged to him.
I had no reason to ever introduce you to him. I bet if I were to have introduced you to him, you would have tried to lay one of your nasty fingers on him. You would try to come after him just like you've done with everyone else's boyfriend, right?
You're going on about that stuff too now? I would like you to be thanking me for all of that. I did all that as a way of making sure your guys' men were loyal to all of you and weren't going to try anything funny. I wanted to make sure that they were only interested in you guys and no other women.
You're being very rude right now. What I want to know is why. When you've been going and laying your hands on everyone else's boyfriends, you get all worked up about another woman talking to your man.
That's because they all know he's my boyfriend, yet they come up to him trying to flirt and laying their hands on him, right? You would never forgive another woman for doing that to someone you love, right? It's freaking wrong for women to even think about my boyfriend like that.
Wow. You really are one funny little clown. Anyway, it's time for my wedding now, so I have to go. And as for you, I never invited you here today, so you cannot come in.
Huh? You let me in right now, Nova.
Well, you've chosen the wrong day to come out here. There are people at my wedding that don't want to see your face. so you'll not be allowed in to come join my wedding today.
Even though I came all the way out here for you? You're just going to tell me to turn around and go home now?
Relax, Jen. I've invited some people out here today that would like to meet with you. So you can stick around there and wait for them to come out and talk to you.
You invited other people that like to meet me? Who are you talking about? Are they people that I actually know?
They are. They're people you probably know about more than any of us here. People that you might even know way too much about. Those that you shouldn't know anything about, really.
Huh? Who are you talking about, Nova? And they want to talk to me? What are you going on about right now?
We'll just stick around and wait in the front of the venue for them, please. I'm sure they'll come meet you out here very soon.
Hey, what the hell is going on here? Why did May's older sister and her husband come out to meet with me? Because of you, I just had to get an earful from the both of them.
Because of me, huh? I never did anything today. Today is my wedding day and I've been completely focused on that since I've put so much time and money into it. However, once you told me you'd come here, I knew you were up to no good. So how about you shut up now and take responsibility for your terrible actions?
I have no idea why you would have them both come out here to talk with me about all of that. May's older sister is furious with me right now.
Yeah, I'm sure she is right now. That just goes to show you went and did something so bad that you'd get her all riled up like that. By the way, are you beginning to worry a little? What happened to that calm and composed Jen I'm so used to having to listen to?
Shut the hell up. That guy was a married man. Because of that, I'm being asked to pay May's sister a settlement.
Oh, is that right? Well, that's just too bad. But completely understandable, right? After all, you went and hurt somebody really badly. And as far as I'm aware, hurting someone is a crime when it's done on purpose.
But it's his fault for coming on to me like that and asking me to come to him. So why am I the only one being asked to pay a settlement like that now? That's because you're not married right now, correct?
I'm sure if you were also married, May's sister would also feel a little bit different about things. And your husband would have wanted to make May's husband pay a settlement as well. But you're not married to anyone, so the only person that's going to have to pay up right now is you. If May's sister was going to divorce her husband, then perhaps she'd ask the both of you for a settlement, but who knows right now. Now you're going to have to pay up for what you've done since you went and hurt that couple.
Why are you not siding with me right now about all of this? You and I are friends, right? Right? Right now it feels like you're stabbing me in the back, which is so horrible of you.
Stabbing you in the back? I'm pretty sure it's been you stabbing everyone else in the back. How much longer are you going to try and act like a hero, you bitch? Don't freaking tell me you've forgotten about the whole incident where you went and laid your hands on my ex and forced us to break up. Tell me right now who the backstabber was, then, asshole.
I totally forgot about what happened back then. And back then it was your boyfriend who had come on to me at that bar. Why am I being blamed for what happened back then?
Him and I broke up completely after that. And then I went and cut ties to the both of you. From all the experience I've ever had with you and from all the stories I've ever heard from everyone else, whenever you're around, you bring everyone else pain. That's how much of a jerk you are. And this time you went for someone's older sister's husband? Was laying your hands on all your friends' boyfriends not enough for you or something? There has to be a limit to just how rotten and screwed up your ways of thinking really are.
But once I spoke to them just a little bit, they came right to me and called me cute and sexy, which made me feel so happy. I thought it was always so nice getting all those compliments from them.
That's the problem right there, isn't it? It's already pretty messed up of you to make moves on people's boyfriends just so they'll give you attention. But now you've gone and really done it by making a move on someone else's husband. I know I was saying that May's sister wouldn't be getting a settlement from her husband, but I'm not too sure about that. Because they look like they want a divorce now. If the divorce happens, are you going to be marrying her ex-husband then?
Of course not. I don't want to have someone's leftovers. I only wanted to put my hands on him because he was another woman's man.
I see. Well, I have nothing to do with all of that now, so who cares what you really are thinking? And what you plan to do next?
You do have something to do with all of this, though. Your best friend is in huge trouble right now and needs your help, right? This is all because of your frickin' wedding. Do something about this right now. Go and calm that whiny woman down for me.
I told you already, you're not my best friend. You're not even a friend to me. What else do you want me to do to explain that to you here? Is it really that hard for you to understand my text or something? The fact that you've laid your hands on so many men now that you do not belong to should land you in a perfect spot in hell.
Are you being serious about that? But you and we've been best friends this whole time, right?
Are you freaking kidding me, you jerk? No dang friend of mine would ever lay their hands on another friend of theirs' boyfriend. Now shut the hell up, pay off that settlement, and get lost, you freak.
Don't say things like that, Nova. To tell you the truth, right now I have a fiancé myself. We've both been working on our wedding and have even sent out our invitations to everyone. And pretty soon here, you should be getting that invitation to our wedding as well.
What? You did all of this when you yourself have a fiancé? What the hell happened? Are you mentally sick with something that makes you feel as though your own boyfriend or fiancé or whatever isn't enough for you? So the only way to help yourself feel better is to lay your hands on everyone else's men? Well, just to forewarn you, I'm not coming to your freaking wedding.
No way. But I never thought that it would even be a choice for you to come or not, because you'd have to come. And of course, I made sure to invite people like May and Allie as well. If you all don't show up for my wedding, then it's going to look like I have no friends.
Listen here. About that wedding of yours, do you really think it's going to happen now after what you've done?
That's why I've been saying I'm in big trouble being asked to pay a settlement like that. I can't pay for any of that, so I need your help. And if my fiancé finds out about any of this, then he's going to be even more upset with me than May's sister.
Is that right? Well, I'm not interested in any of that, so that's all your problem. So try your best not to screw up anymore.
Don't say things like that about me. All right, I get it. I will apologize for everything I ever did. I promise you that I'll never lay a finger on your husband or anyone else's man from here on out. So please, could you lend me just a little bit of money so that I can pay off this settlement?
Huh? Did you hit your head on something hard just then? Why do you think that I should ever have to listen to you asking for money from me? Well, since this is how you still view things between us, then let me tell you this. From now on, I'm completely done with you. Consider this our ties being freaking cut.
Please, don't say that, Nova. I literally didn't think that things would turn into this today. Please, Nova, help me.
You really thought that you were going to be able to come all the way out to my wedding today, which I never even invited you to. I'm never going to even look at your texts or anything anymore, so leave me alone. Now you go and pay that settlement off and pray to God that your fiancé doesn't dump you here soon. And hopefully during these next few months you experience some of the hardest weeks of your life and perhaps even learn how to not be a freaking bitch. After that, Jen was forced to pay off the settlement to May's older sister, and on top of that, her fiancé found out about what had happened with her and left her. To make matters even worse for Jen, her now ex-fiancé was asking for a settlement from her as well, as for her to pay the cost of the wedding that was going to be cancelled now. That left Jen with no other choice but to work as many hours as she could each week, leaving her with zero time to lay her hands on any men. I took this chance along with May and Ellie to block Jen's phone number and everything else we knew on her. We plan to never see or talk to her again, so from now on, we're hoping our lives become a whole lot more peaceful again. Let me just say, the thought of never having to deal with her ever again has already made things so much quieter. Jen was left realizing that she didn't have any friends left and started to think again and again about doing all of those things to other women's men as such a bad thing. And as reality started to slowly close in on her, that she was in fact ruining everyone else's life by doing all that, it was far too late for her to accept the hell she now has to live in. And as we all like to say, this is exactly what she gets for being such a rotten woman. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you in the next story.
You know, I never knew this about you before. But it so happens that you're 10 years older than me? So we can both agree that that makes you a super grandma now, right? Milani, that's not really the way you should be starting a conversation with me. The fact that I ran into you earlier today really shocked me. I had assumed you'd be a bit younger than you actually are. This means you're 7 years older than your brother, right? That's insane to me. Milani, what are you trying to say about me here? What? You're scaring me by asking what my true intentions are that way. Are you a little upset with me right now? Perhaps a little bit jealous? Jealous? Jealous of someone like you? Why would I ever be jealous of you, Milani? What do you have right now that I don't? Oh, please don't get that upset about the fact that I'm younger than you are and I'm about to get married. I'm sure that someday someone as unfortunate as you will be blessed with something great. I'm really not sure what all of this is about. I still don't understand why you think I'd be jealous of you, especially when I barely even know who you are. Besides that you're dating my little brother. Again, with this trying to act all tough about things when you're really screaming on the inside. I know that deep inside you're really wanting to get married right now, right? I'm sure that every single day you're thinking about it, craving it even. Aubrey, you're 40 years old now, and yet you're still single? There's no way that could be possible for a woman without some very good reasoning behind it. I'm not 40 years old. I happen to be 37, thank you very much. And right now, I happen to be more focused on my career than anything else in my life. The fact that you're even saying that leads me to believe you're never going to find yourself a man to make your husband. I feel so bad for stuck-up broads like you. I am so happy that I was blessed with never having to end up like you, making such a lame excuse as that. Could you please stop talking about me with such a terrible tone? You and I are going to become family very soon here, and I think it's best that we both begin to act nice around one another. So let's both set whatever it is we have against one another aside and make some steps towards being good sisters, so to speak. I honestly have no idea what you keep rambling on about there. This must be what people mean by older women always mumbling to themselves. And you are being so rude to me right now that I'm not quite sure what to even say back to you. By the way, you plan on coming to our wedding as well, right? What? I guess I do. It is my little brother's wedding after all, so I plan on being there. What do you suppose people will think when they see the groom's older sister, who happens to be 10 years older than myself, showing up at the wedding? What do you mean by that? I don't think anyone is going to care about that at all. Do you? I feel that Vincent might be very embarrassed by that, by his old hag of a sister showing up at his wedding. Well, you can stop thinking about how he or any of the other guests there might feel about it. Nobody is the kind of rude pile of trash that you happen to be. Especially my little brother. I understand what you're trying to get at here, though. It's pretty obvious to me that you really don't like anything about myself, and you want to trick me into thinking everyone thinks the same way. But you're not going to trick me any because I know better than to bother with losers like you. And as for coming to the wedding, I'll be there. I'm the groom's older sister, after all, and there is nothing that's going to stop me. Now, you can look forward to the lack of reactions from any of the guests to my appearance on the day of. It's gross that you think of yourself so highly. I really hope you think twice about coming, Aubrey. You might regret showing up there if you do end up coming. I believe it's only going to be you regretting anything if you keep that nasty attitude going around me. Your girlfriend, or well, I guess I should say fiancé, it doesn't seem that she's too fond of me being your big sister. Have you told her anything about what I do for a career?
I haven't said a thing yet. And why do you think she's not too fond of you? I didn't notice anything going on between the two of you when you both met earlier, so was there really something going on there? Did I miss something? Could it be because you didn't have a lot of makeup on?
I was kind of hoping that she would notice something about me then, especially considering she plays instruments herself. Are you certain that Milani actually plays anything or even knows much about music to begin with?
Well, she told me that she really loves playing different things, especially the piano. But...
Are you doubting her as well?
Well, it's not that I'm doubting what she said or anything. I shouldn't be doubting the person I plan to marry, right? It's just that ever since she graduated from that music school, she's been dreaming of becoming a piano teacher. So, as her soon-to-be husband, I have to support her on that.
So you don't doubt her, yet there's something up with her? Well, I guess at the wedding I can just ask her in person about what's going on with her. I'd like to know what school she ended up graduating from as well, things like that.
I really don't want to get caught in the middle of any of that. So you can go ahead and talk to her about it whenever I'm not around. And I'll try my best to keep what you do as a career a secret from her for the time being. I have to consider her pride in all this after all.
Well, as long as not telling her doesn't lead to any trouble, then it's probably the best thing to do. All right, the next time I get the chance, I'll talk with her about her situation. I happen to be planning to put on a fun little performance for the wedding, so I was wondering if I could get your help with it. I hope you're really looking forward to helping me out. I get that you hate me for some reason or another, but you would never use my help as a way of making things between you and I worse, right? By, let's say, bullying me in front of everyone. I think since today is the day of your wedding, we should both just put our hands down and be relaxed with one another. No way. Did I ever say that I hate you, Aubrey? I just feel really sorry for such an old hag not having a husband or a future for herself yet. I'm not sure how you can give me all that crap just then, but say you don't hate me at all. I'm getting the feeling that you're going to try to embarrass me or something, so could you please just tell me the truth about your plan? And if you're still not willing to tell me, how about you just knock all that off and save it for later? Yeah. It's almost going to be your turn, so make sure you're ready for it and do your best. Excuse me? When I'm finished, I would like for you to play the piano. What? The piano? You didn't hear about any of this from Vincent? I happen to have graduated from a music academy, and I am very skilled in all sorts of instruments. I heard about that, but what does that have to do with anything? Well, I'm planning on becoming a piano teacher myself soon. And the reason for that is because I have a lot of confidence in my skill playing the piano. Is that right? And when it comes to you, you're a strong, independent old hag that can do anything for herself, right? So we'll see you play the piano today, right after I'm finished. Although I'm sure whatever you decide to try playing will be nowhere close to the actual music I'm able to produce, and everybody will get to see that. I see. So that's the game you're trying to play now? I'm pretty sure that neither myself or Vincent have ever told you about whether I can play the piano or not, right? You sure haven't told me a thing about that. But you seem to be so confident in being single in your old age, so let's see you play the piano with such confidence. And don't worry, if you can't actually play, then just tell everyone that. Or if that's too difficult for you to do with all that pride, I'll show them you can't play. I think that would be even more entertaining, don't you think? I already know that I'm levels above you, so this will be easy as cake for me. I was kind of wondering what all of this would be about. I guess you were planning on using the piano as a way to destroy the confidence I have in myself this whole time? Well, have no fear, because I'll be putting on the best performance I can. You will? Are you sure it's going to be considered your best by anyone here? I think it's better you just tell everyone how bad you are. It'll save all their ears from having to listen to the sounds of a dying cat. And another thing you should do before you get off the stage, as a little extra for me, you should thank me. Thank you for what? You should thank me for ever finding the courage to invite an old hag like you to my wedding. And you should be thankful that I'm asking for your help in this piano performance today. All right, like I said, I'll be trying my best. I can't wait to see your butt being embarrassed. Right after my beautifully performed piece, everyone is going to have to get an earful of pain from whatever crap you try to play on the piano. Oh, I'm so looking forward to the expression on your face afterwards. I have no plans of playing any crap for them. Don't worry about it. Anybody can play random keys on a piano, so you don't have to feel as though you're anything special. If you can't even do that, just signal me over and I can help show you how to sit on the bench. I'm just that kind of caring person after all. I see. Well, I'm looking forward to this performance. What the hell was that? Who do you think you are? What the hell just happened out there? I might not have mentioned this to you before, but I happen to be a professional pianist. What? A professional pianist? And not just a professional one, but a professional one that happens to be known worldwide. However, it seems that you've never heard of me before. Well, we sure showed all of your guests today the difference between your piano skills and mine when I came on stage right after you to play. And let me just say, I believe I'm the one who's levels above you. Shut the hell up! It's because of you that all of this... all of this... what? That all of this planning you had turned upside down? That every single one of your guests applauded me today and I became the star of your wedding? And because of that, you threw a fit and tried to hit me with the wedding cake, but instead you missed me, causing you to fall and land on said cake? And since you did that, your face, hair, dress, pretty much everything about you is all gross and a complete mess. And now the wedding is canceled? Tell me, which one of these things were you trying to blame me for? Screw you, you old hag! I'm blaming you for all of it! It's all your fault that all of that happened to me! The only reason the wedding has been canceled is because my brother had enough of your crap. But I really don't blame him for wanting to cancel the wedding. I mean, look at what you tried to do to his older sister. I'm sure it was hard for you to try and get him to think of you any other way after what all you'd done. Why is all of this happening right now? This is all completely strange. All I wanted was to have the best day of my life today at my wedding, and this is how things turned out? I'm not kidding when I say that everything that went wrong today was because of you. Really? And explain to me why it's all my fault? All I did today was what you asked for. You said you wanted to help with your piano performance, and so that's what I did. I walked on stage after you finished your piece, and then I played mine. You were the one that told me to play the piano, right? And I thought you wouldn't be able to play it. I just assumed you were some overconfident hag that needed to be taught a freaking lesson. Yet you happen to be some world-famous pianist? How the hell could that be the freaking case right now? This is completely screwed up. Well, I'm sorry, but the truth is I'm a dang good pianist. And now that you know the full truth about who I am, I'd like to ask you a question. A question? You want to ask me a question? Did you really graduate from a music school? An academy, like you were saying before? Huh? Milani, I was a little doubtful about you before all of this, but if you really did graduate from a music school, which one was it? What kind, actually? Was it a public school or a private school? From what your mom was talking about a little bit ago, you happened to graduate from a public school. But where you're from, there is no public schooling for music. Not even any universities that offer music majors or minors. Am I missing something here? I never said I went somewhere near my hometown. Anywhere will do, right? And where I went to school has nothing to do with an old hag like you. But according to what I was told by Vincent, you didn't do well in school, did you? So could you please just tell me what school you went to so that I can stop asking you? Shut the frickin' hell up already! What the hell do you plan to do if I do tell you where I went? Why do you have to ask me questions like this when I've already been humiliated enough? Does it really frickin' matter to you that much where I went to school for music? Well, I suppose to myself it doesn't really matter. But had you really gone to school for music, especially for piano, it's a bit odd that you would have never heard about who I am there. What? What are you talking about now? Well, I am known for my music and skills worldwide, right? Yeah, you already said that to me. So what? Do you think I'm just supposed to know about every single person that's played the piano once I've graduated from school? Well, after hearing the performance I put on just then, you should have been well aware of who I am. But since you didn't seem to recognize me from that song alone, that must mean you're an amateur. However, as an amateur, you probably couldn't really tell what song I was playing or if it was any good or not. Are you really trying to say that I suck at playing the piano now? Well, from what I heard today out of you, it's not far off from me to say that you probably should just give up on playing. Do you understand that? There is no way my sister-in-law should be a pianist. Just no way. I never even heard from a single person before today that you'd even played the piano before. How come not a single soul told me about such important information before when I myself play the piano? Not even Vincent told me anything about you. And the reason for that is simple. Because you brag all the time about how you graduated from a music school. And you think that someday you'll open your own school and become a piano teacher. I had assumed with all that confidence in yourself and that dream, you would have known about me from just my name alone. Well, I don't care about you famous people. But even if you don't care about me enough to know my name, you should still be able to know my music. You're not a pianist, Milani, even if you think you can play the piano. Your timing on the keys was sloppy, and the notes you played were off by very large margins. Shut the actual hell up already, okay? Why the hell didn't you tell me any of this before I went out there? All you had to say to me was that you're a pianist. Well, I kind of forgot to say anything to you while you were running your mouth that whole time. Sorry? But honestly, nobody, including myself, wanted to tell you who I was because your pride would have been soiled. Vincent is a really kind soul, so he managed to play along with you so that you wouldn't get upset. But as for myself, I knew from the moment you started talking to me about the piano that you knew nothing. Huh? You knew I was lying? Wait, lying? I haven't been lying about anything. What kind of lie do you think I've been telling? I know that you want to say you graduated from a music school, but by just saying you graduated from one won't help you start a school. And even if you do find a way to start your own school, it will be open for only a short period of time because soon people will begin to realize you lied and will probably try and sue you over it. Do you understand what I'm saying? What? Sue? Sue me? Why would anyone want to sue me? Are you serious? You know why people would want to sue you over something like that. Plenty of families have their reasoning for wanting their children to learn an instrument from an early age. And plenty of those families want to send their kids to someone they can trust and keep around for a long time. If you start getting people that believe your lies to come to your classes, what do you think will happen when they realize they just paid a lot of money for a phony? Do you really think they're going to continue believing that you're a pro and that what you're teaching them is right? The music you played for everyone today is nothing compared to what someone who graduated from a music school can play. I'm telling you. I never thought that I'd be harassed this badly. You're a freaking old hag and are annoying as hell. I don't want to hear another word from your mouth about the things I do. Is that what you want? Then go ahead and do as you please. But don't expect any more support from Vincent on any of that. Huh? What do you mean by that now? Vincent has lost every bit of love he had for you today. Vincent has? There's no way in hell he stopped loving me. The way you acted today really embarrassed him as a man trying to marry you. You really did it today by acting like a spoiled little brat. Everyone's mouths were wide open after seeing what all you tried to do. Throwing your wedding cake at me, all because you couldn't handle the fact that I'm better at playing the piano than you? Do you have any idea just how embarrassed you made him feel today? It's because of everything you tried to do today that things ended up poorly for yourself. That's because you messed with me. Had you hit me in the face with that cake today, you would be facing a much harsher punishment than you already are. People would have really seen the kind of monster you are on the inside then. But I've already been punished more than enough today. I'm just as embarrassed as Vincent is, and for no good reason. I wasn't even thinking that I'd have to resort to throwing a cake in your face today. I was just hoping that when everyone heard you try to play the piano after my performance... You're jealous, aren't you? That's sad, coming from someone who was calling me jealous a while back. I have nothing else to talk to you about. Honestly, I don't even want to be around someone as toxic as you anymore. Someone who thinks it's okay to become that jealous of someone and then act like a spoiled brat when their plan to humiliate doesn't go well. If you and Vincent do still end up getting married at some point, I want you to know that I am not related to you in any way. You already know we're going to get married, why wouldn't we? Today was my wedding day, and I know Vincent will come around to me. You may have ruined all of it for me, but that doesn't stop him and I from getting married. Back to blaming me for all of that again. Well, go ahead and keep thinking that. Not everyone on this planet was able to graduate elementary school. Have a great time dealing with Vincent later. Wait a second, Aubrey! What? I was just told by Vincent that he's put some more thought into him and I getting married. Is he being serious right now? What the hell are all of you trying to say I did today? I was just trying to be happy, nothing else. Hey now. Stop throwing a temper tantrum and listen. Were you not trying to start something with me today by bringing me out on stage and embarrassing me, all because I'm older than you and still single? I believe you were, and today showed everyone just how toxic and crazy you are. Do you understand that? Aubrey, what should I do about all of this? I thought that I'd finally be getting married today and ended up quitting my job. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now if the wedding doesn't happen and I don't get to marry Vincent. Can you please help me get back together with Vincent? Did you just manage to forget how freaking rude you've been to me all in a matter of seconds? That's kind of scary, and you might want to get that checked out. But let me tell you, you're a freaking brat, and I'm not going to help you out of your own mess. Don't say things like that about me. Aren't you and I both living in the same world together? I mean, you and I are both music artists. You should be wanting to help me because of that. Don't you dare start saying you and I are both music artists. I might be one, but all you are is a fraud who thinks they can one day scam people for their money by faking a pianist. I think the only thing left for you to do is to be real with yourself and say that you can't play the piano and should just find something else to do. Well, it's not like I'm going to be seeing you anymore after this, so who am I to say what you do next? Figure something out yourself. Goodbye forever, Milani. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to play my song to the sounds of a dying cat today, but at least you filled in for that part. In the end, Vincent told Milani that he no longer wanted to marry her, and that was the end of the relationship they had with each other. She also ended up being told by her family that she was an embarrassment to them all, and after they cut ties to her, she had no place to return home to. Milani was left losing her job, her fiancé, and her family all in a matter of days. At one point, she did go to Vincent after they broke up and told him that she never actually did graduate from any kind of music school, but that didn't get a reaction out of Vincent before he started to walk away from her for good. And I'm sure we can all understand what the reason for being silent and walking away was.